I work for the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, and the FAA has one mission: to keep the public safe in the field of aviation. I think for a long time, FAA staff considered themselves relatively protected from a lot of the politics that goes on in Washington, D.C., that no matter what, we need to keep the planes from crashing. And I think that sense of stability is gone. At the end of January, an Army helicopter and commercial airliner crashed right outside DCA Airport in Washington, D.C. And this was huge inside FAA. The United States had not had a fatality on a commercial airliner in, I believe, 16 years. So this was a generational tragedy, right? Pretty shortly after the collision, President Trump announced that he thought that the collision was caused by diversity, equity, and inclusion. The investigation hadn't even started. For the president to step in and try to score some political points about diversity, equity, and inclusion when we just had a major tragedy, it certainly didn't show a commitment to the FAA mission. Secretary Duffy had a big press conference announcing a program to upgrade aviation infrastructure across the country and to hire more air traffic controllers. Let's be honest, air traffic controllers have gotten a lot of promises over a lot of years that haven't gone very far. So on the one hand, we have leadership making all these statements after the collision at DCA, but on the other hand, we have termination of probationary employees, secretive SpaceX deals going on. Everything that's been going on has been very alienating. This has been one of the most difficult times in my life. Yet when I go to talk about it to other people, they don't want to talk about it because it's too political. It's a really hard thing to hear because your next airplane flight's going to be less safe because of this. That's not political. I'm not sitting here telling you who to vote for in the next election or anything like that. I'm just talking about the safety of the American public.